welcome back to my channel. So today I want to do a little update again on how I've been doing for the past 2 weeks, and then I also want to talk about exercising. So basically the last therapy lesson that I've been to is pretty much 2 weeks ago, and that therapy lesson, it was so revealing to me. It's basically the reason why I've been feeling quite good since then. And the reason why I've been feeling quite good since then is the concept fake it till you make it. And let me tell you, I've always hated it. Because I felt like it didn't work for me, I tried to act like I like myself and I tried to tell myself that I like myself, but I never did and it never worked. And that's why I just hated that concept. But then in the last therapy lesson, I've been told that that's pretty much the only way to get out of my mindset, because it's not just being insecure, it's literally a downward spiral where I constantly tell myself that I don't like myself and that I'm not worthy of love and that I'm not worthy of anything. And it's basically self-hatred. And it's true the only way, because you can't just wait until that's gone if you're already so deep in there in that mindset, if that makes sense. So yeah, I kind of had to do something about it. And my therapist said that I really should try the concept of faking it till I make it. And honestly, it has worked so far and it has worked so well. I feel like it has really helped, and I've constantly told myself that I look good and I am smart and I am kind and I am loved and stuff like that. And I don't know, it's kind of weird because it actually helps. It lifts my mood. It doesn't have to mean that I constantly believe it, but as long as I tell myself, I kind of get happier. And I don't know, I believe that there are psychological factors and proofs and stuff. I don't know them, but I'm really happy about that. And I've made a huge progress from being so insecure and hating to eat in public and stuff like that, to now where, I don't know, I feel like sometimes it's still hard for me. For example, there was one time where I was with friends and they ordered pizza and everyone ate pizza and I didn't. And that, for example, was a time where, I don't know, I just was afraid that that piece of pizza would change the way I would think about myself and change the way I would look. And I don't know, so that time I didn't I refused to eat it. And honestly, I feel like there's one quote and it says, if you don't enjoy, you become unenjoyable. And I think that's so true, because a person who just doesn't enjoy life, doesn't enjoy themselves, and doesn't enjoy food, and doesn't enjoy anything, they are not happy people. And you I don't really know anyone who wants to be with people who are constantly sad. So I don't know, that was actually one thing that was really pressuring me to get out of my bad mindset and to just start enjoying food again, because I'm afraid that I already am or will become unenjoyable and that people don't like spending time with me anymore. So yeah, I figured I should change something. And then actually a day after that incident with the pizza, I had dinner with friends and we ate pasta. And actually I took a second portion, which I know for some people it doesn't sound like a big deal. For me it is a big deal to have a second portion in front of other people. And then I also had dessert. And actually I felt comfortable. I didn't really, of course, there was still kind of this voice in my head that asked what the others will think of me eating more than usually. But honestly, if I don't think anyone cares about me as much as I do, and I mean that in a good way. Like, I don't think anybody thinks about the way I eat or the way I live as much as I do. I don't think anybody thinks about that at all. I don't know. But still, I kind of feel like I'm constantly judged. And I think that's a voice where that I need to turn off basically. I don't know, because I'm not constantly judged, or at least I wouldn't know so. And that's just something I keep telling myself, that everyone thinks that and that. Yeah, but I'm really happy. And then the last couple of days, I've been eating breakfast every single day in front of some of my friends. And honestly, I couldn't bother less. I just enjoyed my breakfast and that was it. And I didn't really think about anything else except for how good that breakfast tasted. So that's a really good thing. Also, I feel like I've been getting way more intuitive about my eating habits. And I mean that in a sense, not that like I'm still counting calories and I'm still weighing my foods, but when I'm hungry, I try to eat, even when I know that I already kind of had the amount of calories that I allow myself. Like, I think from what I know, I could eat more. And now I kind of try to allow myself to eat when I'm hungry, even if that means that I have to trespass the amount of calories that I would normally eat. Because sometimes you're just hungrier than other times, and that's okay. And I think to kind of keep a healthy mindset and also healthy hunger mechanism, kind of, you need to listen to your hunger. It's so important. And I know that I'm really smart talking like that right now, but not listening to myself oftentimes. But I really try to listen to myself. Yeah, and another good thing is that I've been looking, like, the concept I did before, that I just didn't really believe what I saw in the mirror anymore. It doesn't really work anymore. But now I look in the mirror and I just tell myself that I look pretty, even at times where I don't believe it, because I still don't constantly believe that I look pretty. And it's not really my goal to constantly believe that, because I know that everyone has days where they don't believe it. I just don't want it to be such a big part of my life anymore. So now, when I look in the mirror and I don't like what I see, I still tell myself that I look pretty and good. I just try to say nice things about myself, basically. And I'm not saying that I've now come to my goal, because I'm not there at all. But I've made a huge progress, and that's making me really happy. When it comes to exercising, that's the next topic I wanted to touch on. I still am at a place where I don't exercise intuitively. I still exercise every single day because I feel like I have to. That's something that's kind of bad, because while I was quarantined, I had the time to exercise every single day. So I did that a lot. And now, where I'm not quarantined anymore and where I don't have as much time as before, I still feel like I have to exercise the same amount. And it's kind of annoying, especially because, I've been to the fitness studios, I've been going jogging a lot. Now I am doing home workouts. And at the beginning, I like all of these things. At the beginning of my journey at the fitness studio, I loved going to the fitness studio. Then, at the beginning of going jogging more often, I loved going jogging more often. And at the beginning of doing home workouts, I loved them. But I feel like after some time, I just start getting sick of all of the kinds of exercising. And I think the reason for that is I don't exercise because I love my body and want to do good for my body. I exercise because I still am not happy with my body and want to change my body. And I feel like I can do any kind of sports and I won't like it as long as I do it with the wrong intentions. And that's why, because now I'm so sick of home workouts, I feel like I really would love to go to the fitness studio again. And I think I'm going to actually start going to the fitness studio again, but probably after some time I won't enjoy it anymore. That really sucks, and that's why I feel like as long as I don't exercise for myself, but to change myself, basically to work against myself, I won't enjoy exercising. And I think that makes total sense. But still, it is so hard for me to I think I just have to get to the point where I don't feel like I have to change my body anymore. So yeah, I think I'm going to end this video now. But if you struggle with the same things, the two things you can take out of this video are, first, fake it till you make it. And I think that's a concept, it's spread so widely and everyone talks about it. And I felt like it sucked for a very long time, but it really helps. And to even try to not give up, to try to, even when you're sad and even when you feel shitty about yourself, tell yourself that you are worthy of everything and that you are pretty and stuff. And it does work. And the second thing is try to find a way to exercise that's enjoyable for you. And if you are at a place where you feel like you exercise in order to look a certain way and not do it for your body but only for the looks, then I think maybe that's one possibility, and that's a possibility I won't decide on doing. And it's completely, for some time, completely stopping to exercise. And I'm not talking about completely stopping to move, because I think it's a very important thing to move your body, but just to stop like heavy exercising or exercising in general for some time, until you are at the place where you don't exercise in order to look a certain way. Or you do it the way I do it, you keep exercising and just still wait until you get to the point where you don't do it to look a certain way. And yeah, I know that this video again was so unstructured. I don't know. Sometimes my thoughts, they're just running through my head and I don't know how to put them into order. I still hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you're all doing well, and I will hopefully see you next time. Goodbye.